What happens when you're broke, drowning in $70,000 of debt, and still convinced you've got it all figured out, when every dollar you spend is borrowed, and your only plan is to hope the government comes through? Today's guest showed up to Caleb Hammer's financial audit not to be helped, but to argue, to defend the indefensible, to justify spending $120,000 in a year on a $30,000 income. And believe it or not, they call that survival. Caleb didn't just audit this couple, he went to war with delusion itself. This isn't just bad math, this is financial madness. Meet the couple. They're from Pittsburgh. She's 26, unemployed, and on an expired work visa. He's 28, working as a substitute teacher and part-time at CVS. They pull in maybe $2,800 a month, but somehow they spend over $3,600. Their reasoning? She used to work, and we thought things would get better. Lady, as she calls herself, is from Zambia. She can't legally work right now. Manny, her husband, thinks everything will change once she can. But here's the kicker. They're not just waiting for her income. They're betting everything on it. In the meantime, just keep swiping. The UX design delusion Manny has a bachelor's degree in UX design. But instead of chasing tech jobs, he chose substitute teaching for $175 a day. He blames COVID for not getting hired. Caleb calls him out. Tech was on fire after COVID. You didn't get interviews because your resume sucked. Instead of improving, he gave up and pivoted to teaching. He's now in grad school chasing a master's in math. His plan? Start teaching for $48K and maybe hit $98K in 20 years. Caleb tears it apart. You're betting on 20 years of loyalty to a broken system. Good luck with that. The Zambia escape fantasy. The couple dreams of escaping to Zambia someday. They think they'll live like royalty. Caleb's response? Brutal. You can't even survive in Pittsburgh. What makes you think you'll make it in Zambia with a GDP of $1,300 per capita? Their plan? Pay off debt, save a year of income, and bounce. But right now, they can't even pay rent without credit cards. Caleb cuts through the fantasy. You're not planning an escape. You're fantasizing a bailout. The $70K black hole $70,000 in credit card debt. And it only took 8 months. When asked what they spent it on, Manny mumbles, stumbles, and shrugs. Caleb loses it. $120K lifestyle on a $30K income? That's not survival. That's suicide by visa. Their excuse? One-time purchases, couches, TVs, a sewing machine, even a trip to Ocean City. Caleb slams it. You needed a fucking TV to survive? That's your logic? Lazy and proud. When Caleb presses on why Manny didn't work weekends, he admits it. I'm lazy. Straight face. No shame. Caleb explodes. You married a lazy man who won't work 7 days a week while you sit home and can't legally work? What the hell did you sign up for? Lady defends him. Says he needs a break. Caleb drills deeper. You're $1,000 in the red every month. That's not a break. That's denial. Accountability? Absent. No one knows where the money went. Neither of them. Lady admits to hiding video game purchases. Manny says he doesn't remember. Caleb smells the BS. You didn't forget. You just don't want to admit it. They play the blame game, then switch to martyrdom. Caleb, you're not martyrs. You're financial saboteurs. Debt avalanche incoming. Let's talk credit cards. Discover 9,366. Minimum payments 26 years. Amex, Citi, Care Credit. It's all there. Caleb, you're not credit card people. You're not even credit stable. You're financial toddlers. They talk about balance transfers like it's progress. Caleb sets it straight. Transferring doesn't solve your debt. It just resets your delusion. False hope. Plan their plan? Wait for her work permit. Then it'll all be fine. Caleb nukes the fantasy. She could bring in 30 grand and it won't touch this mess. They're still eating out, still spending, still pretending the hole they dug isn't 50 feet deep. He exposes the core issue. You're addicted to the lifestyle, and you think the future version of you will save today's disaster. Final hammer, Caleb asks the brutal question, why should anyone believe you'll change? Manny finally says, I guess we were stupid. That's the first honest moment in the whole episode. Caleb, you didn't just make mistakes. You engineered a disaster. Final message. This isn't about money. This is about character. You don't get out of $70K in debt by hoping. You do it by bleeding, sacrificing, and shutting the fuckus up and grinding. Call to if this story didn't make you want to scream. Check your pulse. Let us know in the comments if you think they'll ever turn this around. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next week, we've got someone who thinks debt is a government conspiracy. Trust us. You won't want to miss that chaos.